Prince William just touched down in Saudi Arabia. Not for a holiday, not for ceremony. This is diplomacy at the highest level, and it's happening right now. 3-day visit that could quietly redraw Britain's position on the global stage. But here's what most media outlets aren't telling you. This trip wasn't William's idea. The UK government requested it. So the question is, why? Why send the future king to one of the world's most controversial nations? Why now? And what's really being discussed behind those closed palace doors? Stay with me, because what's unfolding in Riyadh isn't just royal tradition, it's strategic power play. Let's get the basics clear first. Prince William, in his capacity as Prince of Wales, is on an official visit to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This isn't a personal trip. It's a diplomatic mission requested by the British government through the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. 3 days, multiple cities, high-level meetings. Now, why does Saudi Arabia matter? This is one of the world's largest oil producers, a rising tech hub, and a country investing billions into transforming its global image through Vision 2030. Britain needs strong economic partners, and Saudi Arabia is strategically vital for UK interests. From energy security to trade deals worth billions of pounds. Show trade statistics graphic, £12 billion. William isn't going as a tourist, he's going as Britain's diplomatic face. And that distinction matters. Because when royals travel on government request, they're not just shaking hands. They're opening doors that politicians sometimes can't. But here's where things get interesting. Day 1, Riyadh, the capital. Modern skyscrapers, intense heat, and meetings with some of the most powerful people in the region. He's expected to meet with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia and the architect behind Vision 2030. This isn't a casual coffee chat. These are conversations about trade, technology, sustainability, and strategic cooperation. Day 2 and 3, AlUla. Saudi Arabia's crown jewel of heritage tourism. Ancient tombs carved into sandstone cliffs. A UNESCO World Heritage Site. But it's also a symbol of the kingdom's push to diversify away from oil dependency. William will tour sustainability projects there, solar energy initiatives, conservation efforts, environmental innovation. All areas where he's personally passionate and globally respected. But that's not the full story. Cut to meeting room imagery, closed-door diplomacy visuals behind the public events. There are private discussions, briefings, strategy sessions. These are where the real work happens, where economic partnerships are shaped, where future collaborations are born. William isn't just there to talk about the environment. He's there to represent British interests across multiple sectors: technology, innovation, education, defense cooperation, cultural exchange. This is soft power in action. And William, with his global reputation and future role as king, is the perfect ambassador for it. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. The UK-Saudi relationship is worth over £12 billion in trade, with billions more in investment flowing both ways. Saudi Arabia is the UK's largest trading partner in the Middle East. Post-Brexit, Britain is reshaping its global alliances, and Saudi Arabia, with its wealth and regional influence, is a strategic partner Britain cannot afford to ignore. Then there's Vision 2030. Saudi Arabia's ambitious plan to transform from an oil-dependent economy into a diversified, tech-driven global hub. They're investing in AI, renewable energy, tourism, entertainment, sports. This is where William's focus on sustainability becomes crucial. He's not just a figurehead, he's genuinely committed to environmental causes. His Earthshot Prize is globally recognized. His work on conservation has credibility. So when he tours solar farms and discusses green technology with Saudi officials, it's not performative. It's alignment of genuine interest with strategic opportunity. But here's the deeper question. Does this visit signal a shift in how the royal family engages with controversial nations? Pause, shift tone slightly more serious. Now, this is where the story becomes complicated. Because let's be honest, Saudi Arabia's human rights record is heavily criticized. Press freedom is restricted. Women's rights, while improving, still face significant challenges. And there are ongoing concerns about political dissent. So how does William navigate that? How does he represent British values while building bridges with a government that doesn't always reflect those values? That's the tightrope every diplomat has to walk when engaging with the Gulf states. This visit has sparked quiet debate about the role of royals in diplomacy with nations that have complex human rights records. Show news clips. Some argue that engagement is essential, that you can't influence change from a distance. That dialogue, even uncomfortable dialogue, is how progress happens. They point to gradual reforms in Saudi Arabia. Women now allowed to drive, to work, to travel independently. Changes that came through years of international engagement. Others argue that royal visits give legitimacy to regimes that don't deserve it, that the pomp and ceremony sends a message. Britain is willing to overlook serious issues for economic gain. Both perspectives have merit. And this is where William's role becomes incredibly delicate, because he can't speak freely. He can't publicly criticize. That would violate the royal family's political neutrality. It could create diplomatic incidents, damage relationships that took decades to build. But he also can't be seen as endorsing everything a host nation does. So what does he do? He focuses on areas of shared value, sustainability, conservation, youth empowerment, innovation. These aren't controversial, they're universal, and they allow him to engage meaningfully without wading into political minefields. Media reactions have been measured. Most coverage focuses on the strategic importance of the visit. Some outlets raise questions about human rights, but there's no major backlash, because most people understand the complexity. The question isn't whether William should have gone. The question is, what will he accomplish while there, and how will this visit be remembered? And this is where it gets really fascinating. First, expect announcements. Not today, maybe not this week, but soon. Joint initiatives on renewable energy, educational partnerships, cultural exchange programs. This visit lays the groundwork. Second, this sets a precedent for William's future kingship. He's showing that he can handle complex diplomatic environments, that he can represent Britain on the global stage with nuance and strategic thinking. This matters, because when he eventually becomes king, he won't just be a ceremonial figurehead. He'll be expected to play an active role in Britain's soft power strategy, and trips like this prove he's capable of it. Third, there's the broader royal tour strategy. If this visit goes well, expect more. Expect deeper engagement with Gulf states. Expect William to become a regular fixture in high-level diplomatic missions. Because here's the thing, politicians come and go, prime ministers change, but the monarchy provides continuity. A relationship built with a royal family member can outlast multiple governments. That's valuable. That's strategic. Cut to Queen Elizabeth archival footage, then King Charles's, but beyond the politics and economics, there's something else worth noting. William is shaping his own legacy. His grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, was known for her steady diplomacy. His father, King Charles, for his environmental advocacy. William is blending both. He's the diplomatic prince with a genuine environmental mission. Show William at environmental events, and Saudi Arabia, for all its controversies, is a testing ground for that. Can he engage with a nation undergoing massive transformation? Can he find common ground on sustainability while representing a country with very different values? This visit may be remembered as more than diplomacy. It may define Prince William's global leadership style for decades to come. Because in the end, this isn't just about 3 days in Saudi Arabia. It's about Britain's future, William's future, and how a monarchy stays relevant in a rapidly changing world. The next few days will reveal more. Meetings will conclude. Statements will be released. Agreements, if any, will be announced. But the real story, that's being written right now, in private conversations, in strategic decisions, in the quiet diplomacy that shapes nations. And we'll be watching every move. Daily royal updates right here on Royal Daily Dispatch. Because the crown never stops evolving, and neither should you. See you in the next one.